Okay. All right. Welcome to Getting Busy on this fine Friday the 13th. Hope nobody had no black cats crossed by them. If so, I hope you crossed your windows. Last thing the world needs is bad luck. Yeah, just want to talk a little bit about my favorite topic, the Dallas Cowboys. And you know what that means? It's biscuit. Let's get busy. Hello. Hope everybody's doing great. It's been a nice day today. So yeah. And I hope it stays like this. I mean, I'm done with that cold weather, man. I mean, I know I live in Indiana, so it's I better just shut up because it can be nice today and drop about 4 inches of snow on us tomorrow. So that's just the way we live, and it sucks. But it's a nice day today. It was really nice today, and I hope everybody enjoyed their Friday. Hope everybody enjoys their Friday night. Please stay safe. So Cowboys today have hired Scott Simons. He's going to be their inside linebackers coach. He's out of Southern Methodist University, which is right there in Dallas. So I take it they've known him for a while. He's been he's going to be the inside linebackers coach, where he's been the defensive coordinator for Southern Methodist, man. So last 4 years he's been the defensive coordinator slash safeties coach, actually. So he's well known in the Dallas Fort Worth area. Like I said, I think they've known him for a while. Each of the last 3 seasons, he's been nominated for the Broyles Award. That's given to the nation's top collegiate assistants. So congratulations. He's only 33 years old. Another young guy. Definitely changing some things here. Parker is going to work on his staff, man. Kudos. I'm ready to see all this in action, man. I really am. Like I said, I think who's to know if we don't have really good players that hasn't really got the chance to show what they can do, because they were stuck in Eberflus's system, and it was bad, man. It was so bad. I mean, all he wanted to do is stay in zone. He wanted on a 3rd and 4, he would have his defensive backs about 7-8 yards off the line. I mean, it was just an easy pitch and catch to get the first down, and it drove me crazy, man. It really did. It drove me crazy. So these guys, if they get coached up right, with a little bit of energy and work to some of their strengths, because all these guys that I'm going through here, I mean. Let's take a look at some of Parker's staff. Obviously, Scott Simons, inside linebackers coach. Shadera Uzo Daribi, outside linebackers coach. Marcus Dixon, defensive lineman's coach. Ryan Smith, cornerback coach. Derek Ainsley, the pass game coordinator. I mean, oops. He's going to work. He is going to work. Also today, Clayton Adams, he with Schottenheimer, they hired Connor Riley out of Kansas State. Kyle Fuller. Kyle Fuller is going to be the offensive lines coach, slash quality control. He replaced Raymond Xing Yun. Who left for the Steelers, man. I read that wrong. I'm sorry. So
kiss my entire ass.
Okay, Della, I got you. So, yeah, and offensive staff, that we got the return. What we got returning obviously is we still got Junior Adams coming back as wide receivers. Derek Foster is the running back. Steve Shimko is the quarterbacks. Ken Dorsey is pass game specialist. So probably going to be bringing in closer to camp, some more quality control assistants, man. So, going to work on this staff. It's going to be totally different, and obviously the draft's coming up, and that's where we have to make our mark and make these two first picks really stick. I think I'm gonna start studying for the mock. I've been haven't really done a lot. I've seen some guys are doing. I just think it's still a little bit too early. I like to start working it towards maybe a week before the draft, and then take a few days to figure out how it's going to come out and go from there. Last year was actually the first year I ever done a mock draft, and I was kind of high on myself, man. I actually got 11 of them right, man. So yay me! And it was just basically some of the players that I have gotten to see, some of the obviously some of the panels I've seen that were actually talking about them, and so it I guess you can consider that cheating. I don't know, man. So
Kiss my
it was hard to do anyway. It was really hard to do. I ain't gonna lie. Figuring out some of the players that I knew, a lot, there's quite a few players I didn't know, but I did only the first round. And that's all I'm going to do this year, man. So when you start getting into after I could probably handle maybe the second round if I tried, but the first round's hard enough, man. So that's all I'm going to do. When it comes to down into the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh rounds, I can't begin to tell you the scouting reports on those guys because I don't know because I really won't know a lot of them. Some of them I will. I mean, obviously you're going to know quite a few of them, some of them. But I like follow the teams that I like, and there's a lot of teams in college football, man. So, but if you all know me, I follow Notre Dame religiously, and but the superstar we got coming out of Notre Dame, man, is going to be Jeremiah Love, and I say he's going to go between the top 5 to top 9 players, man. So everybody's going to be wanting him. That's a running back. That's a really good running back. Yeah, that's about really the biggest one that. They'll have another one. Obviously, they got another one coming out of Notre Dame, but I don't know if he'll go in the first round. I doubt it, but he could easily go in the second round. Price is pretty good. Price is really good, so we shall see. But I've been watching a lot of stuff on social media. What was his name? McCourty that went on to was it? I forget if it was First Take or. It was on ESPN the other day when he came on, wanted to make a scenario about trading George Pickens. Man, go slap yourself. Cowboys have slapped the franchise tag on Pickens for a reason. Pickens is a big reason why the Cowboys were the number one offense, and that's just a fact. There's no way you can say, hey, George Pickens is a number 2 receiver and play like he did. He was fourth leading receiver in the league this year in yardage and touchdowns, man. And because our number one guy, CeeDee Lamb, he lost he got hurt. He missed 4 games. So Pickens, man, in those 4 games, dude, he was just absolutely fire. He was absolutely fire. So. Yeah, the plays, when you see a lot of highlights, you're seeing a lot. My favorite was when Dak threw that ball deep to the left side, and he jumped and mossed both two corners. One was actually Cooper DeJean, and the other one, I forget his name, left him laying on the sideline, man. So that was probably one of my favorite plays of the year. So, yeah, that was fantastic. I've been looking at some of the scenario. I've been watching some of the scenarios of the cap space, and people that I know have been inboxing me or texting me. Well, you know the Cowboys are $28 million over the cap. Man, go slap yourself. Yeah, it's what it looks like right now. But you're not taking into effect that the Cowboys have the cap has went up $22 million. So that's only going to leave the Cowboys like $8 million in the hole. You know how easy that is to fix. You know, I along with a lot of other content creators have put those scenarios down about restructures and cuts. Obviously, they made the big cut with trading. I'm sorry, with cutting Trayvon Diggs. They're going to free up a lot of money, man. They free up a lot of money, and with restructures, it's check this out. Look here, restructure potential for 2026, and who has the number one? The Dallas Cowboys. That's in restructures. You can see it over here if within your in the side over here, right there, first place. Dallas Cowboys can actually restructure and have $131 million in cap space. That's going to buy a lot of that. That can get some players in here, guys. That can get some players in here, which means they can sign Pickens, they can sign Clowney, they can sign Williams, they can still go and try to pick up some good, maybe one or two really good free agents. Obviously, with Parker coming over as our as a defensive coordinator, you know, bringing somebody over from Philly would make my day. N'Kobe Dean, maybe, or Reed Blankenship. One of those two, or even both, would be fire, dude. Like I'm saying, is in this draft, the Cowboys really can't go wrong because they need everything. So they can go corner, they can go edge rusher, they can go safety, they can go linebacker, they can do a lot of different things and not be wrong because it has to be fixed. This team has got to is in bad shape, man. So and it's laughable. So that's the thing about this draft is that if they're going straight defense, they can't go wrong. They really can't. So anyone they pick up and bring in, is going to be a big asset as long as he can ball, man. As long as he can ball. Now we don't want to obviously pick up some scrub. We want to really do our due diligence on this and figure out who's the right players to bring in. Now, of course, if you know me, I'd like to find some scenario to get both those Ohio State guys here, and that's Caleb Towns and Sonny Styles. That's when you go and watch game film on Ohio State, man, you'll see you'll see Sonny Styles a lot of places. You'll see Caleb Downs all over the place, man. You'll constantly hear his name. Downs with a tackle, broke up by Downs. He's that dude, man. He's tough. He's really tough. So bringing both of those guys in would really make my day. But just when you start seeing all that crap on TV, like the Cowboys are in cap hell, they got the highest restructure potential in the league. Look who's got the last. Look who's got last. Eagles can only restructure and free up $200,000. So really doesn't matter because the Eagles are still going to be a hell of a football team. So that's just a fact. But you're seeing it right here on this graph. They have the highest restructure capabilities in the league. That's a lot of cheddar, man. $131 million to be able to spend in 1 year. That's a lot of cheddar, man. You know, the Lions, you know, they're right there with them at 128 million. So that's pretty deadly there too. So, but I just wanted to clear that up, man, because I am so sick and tired of hearing that crap and seeing. Yeah, I'm also gonna be honest. I don't like Colin Cowherd, man.
Kiss my
That's exactly what he could do.
entire ass.
I consider him a shock jock like the man cow from Chicago. I really do. Because he's just trying to get clicks. He's all things I ever see. He's constantly trying to tell the Cowboys not to sign Pickens.
Kiss my
I don't understand why he keeps why. He never had a season like this anywhere else, man. He didn't have nothing like this in Pittsburgh. He's had what 3 different quarterbacks in 3 years, and the time he gets a Dak, he just absolutely was fired. And right there at the Pro Bowl, at those Pro Bowl whatever the hell it was, I guess fanfare whatever, because that sure ain't the Pro Bowl that I grew up seeing. Pro Bowl I grew up seeing was you get the best players and they would go at it, man. So, but this thing, man, you gotta laugh. Pro Bowl it's too much money's gotten involved, and owners just don't want their players going there to get hurt. And I guess I can understand it. So they're trying to figure out a way just to make it fun for the fans, you know, to interact with the players. And so I guess it's okay. But you know, the Pro Bowl used to be the same thing, but only they got out and played football. And today it's just a laugh of the matter, man. It's what it used to be. It's absolutely terrible. But Pickens got the MVP of it, man. So flag football. But you know, he was in an interview that he actually said that having Dak was a godsend to him. So he's never had a quarterback like that. And every receiver that Dak has, man, I mean, they don't do nothing nowhere else, but they come here and they just absolutely he absolutely. You gotta give Dak a hand, man. He gets you paid. He gets you paid. If you're a wide receiver and you're catching his footballs, he's gonna get you paid. Seen it too many times. Laurie Cooper, Cole Beasley, shit. Let's go down the list. Cedric Wilson, Dalton Schultz, who's that? Blake Jarwin. I mean, the list just goes on and on of all the receivers that's came and just has, you know. Here we got Flournoy. Man, that dude's making such a threat to be a number 3 dude. And if quite frankly, if Pickens ain't there, he would be a number 2. That's a fact. I mean, he's a 7th round pick. Nobody wanted him, but man, look how good he looks with Dak, man. So you gotta give your quarterback some credit. A lot of guys that I see in some of these groups, man. Well, one group in particular, I had to leave that group because I just really I really don't understand the concept. But he's a good quarterback, and everybody knows it. So Pickens definitely knows it. But once again, I'm going to show this picture because I want everybody to make sure you see who the number 1 team is has restructure power, man. And that's the Dallas Cowboys. They can put together $131 million in cap space this year alone. And that's right now being 28 and a half, $29 million over the cap. I'll keep saying that the cap is the Cap is a fraud. Too many teams know how to work around it, and they figure ways. It's all about what the dead money is, what live money is, what caps, how much you have in certain areas, certain space, and what's guaranteed, what's not, because there's where you have to figure out your cap, man. And just because you look at a number and say, oh, they can't do this, man. If that's the case, nobody in the league will be able to do it, dude. And that's just a fact.
Kiss my entire ass.
I want to clear that up. We got a new coaching. We're getting a new coaching staff. We're going to have some really young players. We have a young coaching staff. And another thing, I was watching the Fish show, man, and I just want to give him a slap. Man, go. I like to watch Mike Fisher sometimes, but man, he was talking about wanting to bring in Pete Carroll, man. What? Are you serious? I mean, yeah, Pete Carroll's been a hell of a coach as most of his career. And, well, all of his career, actually. You know, he's actually probably going to go to the Hall of Fame. I mean, there's just no doubt. Pete Carroll is that guy. But he's also old, and I think he got a bad rap at the Raiders this year. They only brought him in for 1 year, and then didn't want to keep him for another year. So one thing I know about Pete Carroll is he knows how to coach young players, and he knows how to develop them. He knows how to develop young players. I mean, Russell Wilson. I mean, he was a third-round pick. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was going after him. He was short, and he was better known for his baseball than football. And Pete Carroll brings him into the Seattle Seahawks and turns him into a Super Bowl champion, man. So, nothing against Pete Carroll. I don't want him. I get he probably wants to be he could come in and be an advisor, and you know that's nothing. But as far as being a part of the staff, I just don't see that, because we are going young. We're changing the culture at Dallas, and we don't need to go back to old heads, dude. So go sit down. I mean, and Fish, stop it. McCourty, stop it. Stop all this crap about wanting to trade Pickens or wanting to bring in old heads into our coaching staff. No. Schottenheimer is doing a fantastic job this offseason. He is, because believe it or not, Schottenheimer is the one that's behind all this. This has got his footprints all over it. And Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones have stayed the hell out, man. So stay the hell out, please. You hired Schottenheimer. The whole damn world was against you hiring him, myself included. And man, he showed me. I'm a Brian Schottenheimer fan right now. So especially what all started with me was last year's training camp, dude. When the team was fucking up so bad that in their departments, the ones that were messing up, the coaches that was over those areas, he made them run the laps with them, man. So that was awesome. I'm sorry. That just shows me he wants to win. And then I've seen the interviews where he says, man, when he loses, he couldn't sleep at night. So obviously he ain't sleeping right now, because he went straight up and wanted to hire Christian. He went after 14 coaches. 14 coaches, and he wanted to be in the interview with every single one of them, and he did. And whether it was on Skype or if it was on face to face, he was there. Jerry Jones we see some of his interviews, you know, and of course, and he stayed out of it, man, and I'm happy. Of course, the big interview from Jerry Jones was at the Pro Bowl, or not the Pro Bowl, but the NFL award show the other night, and he flat out said, "I'm going to bust the cap." So that tells me he wants to bring some free agents in here, and that's something he never does. He don't do it unless it's some cheap. I mean, we get nothing but cheap guys. You know, let's get a good one this year. Let's get, because at least one really good one, and maybe another mediocre one, man. And to go along with what we got with our drafts and what we've got here, yeah. And let's coach them up and let's try to make a defense that is just mediocre because that's all we need. And with that cap money that they got, we can put together a good football team, guys. We can put together a good football team. I wanted to show that to everybody, and hope everybody had a real nice week. To me, this week was long, man. Jesus Christ, man.
Kiss my
It was. It just seemed like a long week to me.
ass.
Had so much going on and trying to work and had other curricular things outside of work and then trying to even try to do some of this or once a week. I try to do this a few times a week now. Doing it every day is going to be too hard because it's so much to do on it until I can have more time to actually sit down and work with what's going on in the news and what's going on with the team, what's going behind the scenes. Because living in Indiana, I got to depend on a lot of scouting, man. So it's hilarious. So I get a lot of my reporting, is on cowboys.com and from ESPN, from mostly all my content creators that I know that lives in the Dallas-Fort Worth area that hooks up with me and talks to me about certain things. But I don't want to come on here and talk about rumors that can't be coordinated. That can't be approved, so I really don't want to do that. But there is some things I've heard, and I hope they come true. With that being said, hope everybody stays safe. I hope I was able to show that, explain that cap a little bit. I'll show it one more time. As you see, restructure potential. Cowboys can put together a good football team this year. They really can. So with that being said, you know what it is. We still them boys. Have a good one, y'all. Until next time.